Ladies and gentlemen, this is Larry Bond here at Facebook. I just want to go into a situation where we're talking about a labor shortage here in the state of Indiana. Certainly, there's a labor shortage, but the reason why this is happening because so many of our men have turned to either drug addiction or some other ailment to take them out of the option of actually having a job. But there's another specter that looms over the state, and it's the amount of qualified workmen who have maybe an old felony, a low-level felony, like a level 6 or below, or either some arrest record that's keeping them from actually gaining employment. This could be very easily solved by our governor, Governor Brown. I would entreat him to look into a blanket pardon for these people without any process. And you know it can be done, ladies and gentlemen. If we want to deal with our labor shortage here in the state of Indiana, just think of all the people that we can have off those rolls and off of a situation where you go to get a job and they say that your felony is keeping you from getting this job after you've been clean for 5 years. Our legislature is back in session right now. It's going to be in session, orientation this month, and in January they come in session. They should work on this to help all the people. And another question I have is why is not Pastor Green of the Concerned Clergy, the Ministerial Alliance, why are they not lobbying for this event to happen? That would help so many people here in the state of Indiana, both black and white, ladies and gentlemen. And I'm sure we can agree that it would be a good effort, a yeoman's effort, to get our labor force back up to stuff so that we can fill these jobs that they're saying they don't have any laborers here in this city to fill. Anyway, I predicted that the city of Indianapolis has spent all this money on, you know what I said, okay, on sex, okay? But just the Star have done a report on that, ladies and gentlemen, and it found that the deputy mayor and Mayor Hognuts had definitely had some women in their office from the Metropolitan Development Board that they was going out with and doing all kind of other stuff. I don't know whether it's true or not, but they said that they were doing this and they had funneled through them over $80 million for sex. And more than that, ladies and gentlemen, just look at all the fornication mills that are being built downtown. Look at the one over in Pan Am Plaza, all being built with slave labor, contract labor from Dubai or some other situation where they've learned those systems and come in here and work those people for a loincloth and a bowl of rice a day. That's what they're doing. And then the cartel members take all their money. That's what's happening. I've told Bob Osley, it's all right to have construction in your city. I said to Mayor Hognuts, you can have construction, but use the local people, the local craftsmen, so that money can come back into the community. But what's happening is, ladies and gentlemen, all these new apartment buildings that are being underwritten by the bond issues of this city are being actually built, time and material, and then they are being leased up. And I've heard that terminology in committee meetings with the Metropolitan Development Board under the leadership of Maggie Lewis, the actual majority leader of the council. Just look at her in performance. But in any case, they're doing this and they're not even considering our local people. Two combination things that could be done to solve that problem. Governor Brom can give a blanket pardon to all those felonies and misdemeanors and arrest records that are over 5 years old. Give those people a fresh start. Bring their skills back to the labor market, and the city of Indianapolis can comply with that by training these men so that we can put them to work. Because like I said in other videos, if you don't work, you will kill. That's what's going on in this city, and it's going to be going on in the state pretty soon. Larry Bond here at Facebook. We need to get back to work, America. We need to get back to work, state of Indiana. We need to get back, city of Indianapolis even. Thank you.